Hello, Gemini. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for February. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out at any point in time. This message may or may not be for you. So I do ask that you only take what resonates and leave behind the rest. And also keep in mind that this is for any major Gemini placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And so if the message doesn't resonate, check your other signs and placements. Also remember, energies, characters can be swapped around. These are energies in and around you. Gemini, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I would like to mention before jumping in with the energies that I am launching another online tarot class. And the next class that I am running is going to begin on March the 12th and it's going to run through April the 9th. It's going to be a 5-week online class with 2 options, a daytime option and an evening option. And so all of the option times are going to be in Eastern Standard Time. And so if you'd like to learn the tarot from me, I would gladly like you to join the class. So check out the link below. There's also going to be some video cards up above if you'd like to click that in order to go further into the link to join the class and register for the class. Also, if you'd like to book a reading with me, I'd love for you to go and check out my new webpage that I've recently launched. Everything you need to book a reading is over there, and you can pay right from the site. I'm also offering a membership on the channel now, so if that is something that entices you and you'd like to join the membership side of the channel, we're going to go live every Thursday at 12 noon. And this is going to be a safe place for us where we can talk about the spiritual journey, talk about the twin flame journey, do free card pulls, do ascension chats, whatever my guides are kind of leading me towards doing each Thursday at noon. There's also going to be bonus perks over on the membership side with bonus twin flame videos and such. So if you think that interests you, feel free to check it out. There's going to be a link to join the membership side in the description box below. Gemini, I feel like a trip down south is how they showed me, like a trip down south into the underworld. And I do feel some type of an addiction or something is causing this trip down into the underworld, trip down south. And so maybe you are planning a trip, to go down south. I know where I'm at. I know my mom's getting ready to go to Florida again. But a trip down south, I feel like you just need to elevate your life spiritually right now, Gemini, and addressing any addictions. So we need to remember, addictions come in many forms. It could be alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, food, gambling, shopping, anything that has become an addiction that is getting out of control, codependencies, right? So how can you maybe elevate your life spiritually this month and adopt maybe a healthier lifestyle, Gemini? I feel shedding all of these superficial layers, all of these superficial elements in and around you, and this overwhelming feeling of love. I felt like flashes of insights, flashes of past life experiences, and just wanting to run away and get away from everything. But I just feel like this overall questioning, like you're questioning your values, you're questioning your worth, you're questioning your role, and you're questioning the people in and around you. And so it might be very confusing as you take this trip down south, but addictions will skew your better judgment. So do be mindful of anything that's become an unhealthy habit, Gemini. We're going to jump in with the cards, and I am using the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck today by Lucy Cavendish. I was really drawn to this deck the last little while, and because I've noticed a lot of delusions in the collective. And so I think everybody's taking trips down south into some rabbit hole energy. But that's what came through for you. So let's see. Let's see what needs to come through for you, Gemini. Manage to be glad. Lead the way. This is Hanged Man energy. It's a 12 card. And then we get 43, which is breaking down to a 7. Maybe it's time to just go your own way and create your own happiness. I feel maybe it's time to turn your nose up to some people that like to put their nose in your business. I just feel there's like this awful stench around you. I feel, these are skunks. And when a skunk sprays, it doesn't smell very good, does it? But I just feel like maybe when you overcome this lesson or addiction, you're here to help lead others. The card does say, lead the way, be a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others. Maybe once you overcome a certain addictive condition, you're going to be teaching others how you overcame that and leading the way. I just feel people are also really drawn to you at this time. You might feel overwhelmed with people trying to court to you. And so this is also triggering, I think, your self-worth and your self-value when it comes to people in and around you. But I just feel somebody's trying to drag you down and you're being guided to create your own happiness. So let's keep going here, Gemini, and see what else needs to come through. Follow the white rabbit. And so I'm hearing that song, You'll Always Be My White Rabbit, my favorite bad habit. And so there is a bad habit here that needs to be addressed. And so maybe you followed somebody down the wrong path thinking that they were your white lucky rabbit and they've led you astray. And so curiosity will always meet opportunity, but is this a positive opportunity? And so I feel Empress energy. I feel there's a need to communicate something here. Follow the white rabbit. Let's see what else comes through here. A moment's regret. That was that questioning, the flashes of insight from the past. A moment's regret. So there's a tower here. I don't know who you are in this situation, but I feel somebody regrets blowing an opportunity with an Empress is what I feel. You could be the Empress, or you could be the one that blew the opportunity with the Empress, but I think somebody here is being haunted by some past nostalgia, over idealizing the past and fearing that they've made a big mistake. Because maybe they followed a white rabbit and they went down a pathway of addiction. And I think somebody is needing to believe, right? To maybe believe that they can fix something. We get a unicorn on here, and so there's magic in the air and the crowning. I just feel like this soul recognition, and somebody wishes they could go back to the past. Overwhelming fear that something has sailed away, like a ship has sailed, and it's like everything is kind of burning down around this person. There might be somebody here that might be getting the boot. It's also the year of the dragon. So somebody is also facing their inner dragon here. When it comes to a mistake with an Empress, I think, you know, maybe they got curious. They had an opportunity with an Empress. And somebody went down a pathway of addictions. And now they need to believe that maybe they can fix this. For sure. Growing up. It's time to grow up. It's a 17 card, which is also the energy of the star. And so I feel the 5 of Wands energy coming through here. Somebody has really struggled with the head and the heart. I think this was a very etherical, strange connection that maybe somebody didn't really understand. And so maybe it was squandered. And now there's this overwhelming nostalgia and this power struggle. I feel somebody is really struggling to believe that maybe this was real. And then we get the growing up energy, which is the energy of like perpetual youth, the Pan energy. We could have a masculine here that ran from a divine feminine. It doesn't have to be. But I do feel growing through the experience of rejection. Growing through the experience of rejection. And this is a cycle reaching completion. It's a 28 card breaking down to a 10. And so it's time to talk sense. I feel somebody's been playing into a bunch of nonsense and they've been painting the roses red, trying to make everything better by masking through some type of an addiction. And it's time to elevate. It's time to use your time well. Somebody I feel has wasted a lot of time painting the roses red, looking back at a situation, and there's like a bitterness to this. And this is about service. So messages for a rabbit, too, below that. It's a 15 card devil. Somebody got swayed by addictions. And I think somebody's losing peace of mind here is what it feels like. So I feel somebody squandered some time here. Somebody's wasted a lot of time in a false foundation. And now they wish they could go back and fix a past mistake. But there's overwhelming fear surrounding some superficial elements. So let's go into the tarot, Gemini, and see what else needs to come through. There's that 5 of Wands. I just feel somebody's just going to pick up and go. I think there's going to be a fight. There's going to be somebody here that might have an emotional outburst because somebody's really struggled inside from a lot of outside opposing opinions. There's a fire burning here, and there's going to be an unexpected blowout. I think this is somebody blowing the lid off of a situation. The Knight of Swords is the sword that cuts. So let's do 9 cards, Gemini, and let's see what needs to come through for you for February. Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So there is somebody here that feels like they missed an opportunity for big love. Maybe they had third-party addictions. It could have been alcohol. It could have been an actual person. Could be with a Cancer. Doesn't have to be. But all somebody wants to do is go back to something that they feel they might have missed out on. Somebody's been stuck in an old cycle here for a while. Maybe a Cancer. But let's do the 9 cards, Gemini, and let's see what needs to come through for February. 5 of Cups reversed, Scorpio energy, Mars energy, 3 of Cups upright, Cancer energy, and then we get the 10 of Pentacles. And so this is about walking through the doorway of a new experience. The 10 of Pentacles, like that's the completion, right? That's the pinnacle. That's the last key in the tarot is the 10 of Pentacles. When you get to the 10 of Pentacles, you've seen and you've done it all and you start back at the 0. You go back to the Fool, right? And so that's the lower arcana of the world. We get the Judgment card, Pluto. We got an awakening here. Oh boy, do we ever got an awakening here. There's a lot of regret. Yeah, when it comes to idealizing a past situation, a missed opportunity. We get the Queen of Wands. We get the Hermit reversed. And then we get the Empress. And so we've got a Hermit energy here between 2 feminines. And so, yeah, somebody went towards an addiction, something toxic. And I do feel the overall outcome is choosing an Empress. And so we've got a Hermit in reversed here needing to choose between 2, maybe a Virgo. But I do feel there was a lack of investment and somebody is really struggling, right? Struggling with taking action because I think they've squandered. They've waited a long time to send a message. I think get ready to receive a message and you're not going to be expecting this. I think there's communication coming about an ending. And this is going to lead you down the pathway of victory after a period of withholding. And so there's a major release here. A release of some ego is what I'm feeling. A release of some lies. I do feel in the past, yeah, somebody went towards a third party and there's regret, there's shame, there's guilt. Maybe the last couple of years with the South Node that was in Scorpio was all about maintaining the status quo, and addictions likely caused somebody to stay stuck in a false foundation purely for the status quo, the material aspects. And there's a wake-up call going on right now. With Pluto now in Aquarius, I feel it's a major wake-up call, a third eye activation, a process of soul retrieval, and somebody here is feeling like a sacred fool, a sacred clown. They're feeling foolish. They missed an opportunity with an Empress, an opportunity to build a legacy. And I just feel they're going to have to confront a Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands isn't bad, but it would be a karmic energy in comparison to the Empress. The Queen of Wands is like the most immature queen out of all of the queens. And so maybe somebody chose somebody younger. And now they're wishing they could come out of hiding. Let's clarify this. I feel this is happening right now. This is abrupt. This is sudden. And I just feel like you're not going to be able to avoid this. So victory after sorrow. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. I do feel 2 separate energies here. Let's clarify the Empress and we're going to talk about this. Oh, oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, so this is kind of what I see here. We could definitely have had a masculine that went towards a soulmate. These were soulmates at one point in time. 2 people that were on the same page, not on the same page anymore. We've got a masculine here that might be angry, lashing out due to a missed opportunity. And I do feel there's a need for some deep emotional exploration here. I don't think there's victory here. I just feel a separation. I do feel this feels like a huge loss. This might mean, you know, we could have a masculine here walking away from everything in order for a new emotional experience, but there's definitely a separation. And clarifying the Empress over here, Gemini, we got the King of Coins in reversed, the Nine of Wands in reversed, the Palace of Cups in reversed, and the Queen of Swords in reversed. And so whoever this Empress is, you decide she's not ready to talk. She's like, yeah, it's like cutthroat energy, cutthroat. And so I just feel like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very well could be you. I just feel like, I don't know, are you open to having a conversation? This Empress might not be open to having a conversation. She's like, hey, I'm your ex. You didn't choose me. You didn't choose me. And so I just feel like we've got a masculine here that's recognizing I didn't choose her. I chose materialism. I chose greed. I didn't choose to invest. And now I'm wounded. And now I'm brokenhearted, wishing I could go back. I don't know if this is a yes answer, though. Is this a yes answer? Is there a possibility for a reconciliation here? Well, I think it might require putting all of these emotions down on the table. Ooh, and it will require a solid offer. I do feel we've got a masculine here that's coming in with a love offer. There you are, Gemini. This is a deep spiritual connection here, and it will help you elevate. But I do feel there needs to be a lesson learned. This is something coming back around. Maybe you don't want to give up your independence now. I do feel there is an opportunity for something to come back around and to have a redo or a do-over. And this is going to be a fated time. There's going to be a fated turn of events coming forward. And it is going to lead you down the pathway of the ultimate fulfillment. But we're going to have to address some skeletons in the closet here, Gemini. The skeletons are coming out. I do feel a mirror soul connection coming through. And there's a lot of reflection. And there's a lot of wounding. And there's secrets here. There's fear. There's secrets. And there's a need to admit maybe where you self-sabotaged something. I do feel somebody might need to come in with a confession. And so I feel somebody is kind of hiding. They've made a decision. They're at the crossroads. They made a decision to plant a seed here when it comes to a missed opportunity. I do feel somebody's maybe been spending the last several years, 3 to 4 years, in the process of healing over a missed opportunity, and now is the time to plant those seeds. This is the month to plant the seeds. What is it that you want to be loyal to? What is it that you want to invest in to see grow? Because there's a major perspective shift here when it comes to maybe somebody that was abandoned, or left out in the cold. So I just feel like, there's definitely a perspective shift here. I think somebody in the past was a master manipulator, and they're angry. They're angry because they squandered an opportunity with what could have been a twin soul or a life partnership. And there's disillusionment here and a coming to Jesus moment. And I think somebody's being haunted by the past. Let's get a couple messages from the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck for you, Gemini. What else does Gemini need to be aware of? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Find your truth. Find your truth, Gemini. I think you've been misguided by some falsehoods, and it's really time to find your truth. I do feel February is the month where the light is going to be shone down on some falsehoods, so you can really go towards what speaks to your heart and your soul. Yeah. Wowza. Wowza. There is a divine masculine here being guided by his spirit guides and angel team to correct a past error, I feel, and is at a major pivot point. So there's a divine masculine here at a fork in the road. You decide who you are, Gemini, and so a substantial decision will need to be made. There's a divine masculine that is being urged by spirit to take action, to assert their power and their logic and their strength to move forward. And they are guiding a masculine here towards a new life, but it will require complete and total ownership and accountability of a past wrong. And any small step in the right direction is going to be like a leap. So somebody here needs to take a major leap of faith, because this is a connection connected to your life purpose. And there's a masculine here that has been stuck in a state of complacency, needing to recognize why they haven't taken action, why these addictions have created all of this stagnancy, and why there is so much fear surrounding this situation when it comes to going forward towards a life purpose. There is definitely a divine feminine here shining a light on a twin soul connection. And this masculine is getting a new outlook or a wake-up call when it comes to some toxic patterns. And I do feel this divine feminine has been assisting a masculine as part of his awakening, as the masculine evaluates these destructive habits and addictions. So peeling back the layers, seeing things from a whole new light, I do feel twin soul recognition. There is a masculine here going through twin soul recognition with their divine counterpart. And a lot is being stripped away in order for these two twin souls to step into mastery. There is a very powerful soul connection coming through here, and there's the rediscovery. So work through your fears. I feel like there's telepathy here. The both of you are connected in the spiritual realm. It's time to take the band-aid off. It's time to go through this process of evolution. This person is so important on your journey, and so I think discovering something you didn't see the first time around. I do feel, yeah, deep, deep telepathic connection. So let's close off with a message from Spirit. Yeah, spend some time in meditation. Spend some time in meditation, okay? That's what it says, quiet meditation. I do feel overcoming obstacles. There is a feminine here that I feel is like a pillar of strength within the community. But let's get a closing message. Yeah, I just feel somebody here needs to offer help. Maybe you're the feminine that needs to offer help to somebody that needs you desperately, but there is a major transition happening at this time. Let it happen, Gemini. Let it happen. Try and stay in positive vibration, because I do feel your spiritual path is being illuminated. So let go and let Spirit take the lead. Let go and let God, because this is in the hands of the divine at this point in time, Gemini, and that's what I have. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box below, and I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks.